Am I the asshole for telling my friend she's in the same league as men she calls ugly? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nisha, and today's video we'll be doing some stories that some of you sent in. It's a series that I'll be titling Am I the Asshole? So if you want to know if you are the asshole in whichever story, make sure you send in your questions. So in the first story, it says, am I the asshole for cutting off my brother? Let's see. Context, I'm 21 years old. My brother is 15. Father in prison, divorced parents. I have been chronically depressed for the past 3 years. As much as I hate to admit it, although ever since September I've been feeling great. Started working out again, almost quit cigarettes completely. Flawless diet and was intending to get in the best shape of my life until late October. One day my brother was being rude and moody. Things escalated and he attacked me. I didn't want to hit him, but he intended to harm me, and he did while I was defenseless. Dislocated my right shoulder. Ooh, something in there is torn for sure, and I cannot afford surgery to fix it. Even if I did, it's forever compromised. I fell back into depressive state. Haven't seen the sunlight in weeks. I hate the idea of having to be inactive at this age. My plans to get strong and in shape are over. I'll be slaving away to save for treatment that isn't even guaranteed, but likely to give me more problems. Whew. I hate this, and I hate him so much. I resent him with everything in me. I was always looking after his health since my parents are negligent, and literally a few days before I was teaching him how to do muscle ups and always pushed him to work out, and now this is what I get? ? I'm devastated and my heart is broken and I hate my life again. I didn't want to hit him because I didn't want to be a TA. What is TA? So, am I the asshole if I want to ditch him for life? First of all, I do not think you're an asshole for never wanting to speak to him again. For whatever the case might be, he disrespected you, y'all got in a fight, and he basically dismantled your life. So no, I don't think you're the asshole for that. Absolutely not. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is he an asshole for not wanting to speak to his brother ever again? Let me know. Okay, the second one. Am I the asshole for telling my friend she's in the same league as men she calls ugly? Shade. My friend, 19, female, downloaded dating apps like Tinder and Hinge for the first time about 3 weeks ago. For reference, she's the type that always says she wants a boyfriend, wants to do a couple things, feels lonely, single, etc. She's also IMO, at least. I'm sorry, I don't know these terms. What is IMO? Okay. Very normal and average looks wise. Not ugly, not super hot, just alright. This is your friend? I'm looking at you sideways. Why are you talking about your friend like that? That's not your friend. Anywho, since then, she's been complaining to me that almost all men there are ugly, short, etc., and that she doesn't match with anybody hot. I asked to see which people she's calling ugly, and so she showed me her likes, and it mostly showed up people in her league, as in moderately attractive guys. I told her that these guys were all in her league and she should give me some... What? And she should give some of them a chance. And pause. I think when people are writing stories, y'all need to include punctuation marks, because I can tell y'all didn't finish school and it's showing in the way you write. Do better. Anywho. Well, she should give some of them a chance since she always complains about wanting to be in a relationship. She denied that she's in the same league as them and said she's much more attractive than them. I pointed out that in her own words, she doesn't match with any of the guys she doesn't find attractive. So she's not in their league. She said I was an asshole. Am I? I absolutely do think you're an asshole. Because why are you talking about your friend like that? You claim that's your friend, but you're... I mean, she doesn't have to be the prettiest of prettiest. She doesn't have to be a model. She doesn't have to have $1 million. But if you say somebody's your friend, you don't talk about your friends like that, right? I mean, I would hope not. Anywho, yes, I absolutely do think you're an asshole. Because you're wrong for that. My screen. Okay. But let me know, is she an asshole for calling her friend basically ugly and not attractive, and basically she wants her to date ugly guys? Yes, absolutely, friend. Am I the asshole for wanting to know about my girlfriend's body count? And for context, I did not read any of these stories prior because I didn't want to form my own opinion, so I don't have any opinions beforehand. Okay, am I the asshole for wanting to know my girlfriend's body count? Me, 19, male, and my girlfriend, 19, female. Have been dating for almost a year and it's going great. I trust her completely and we are happy together. She's great. I had known that she had an ex and has had sex, just one. Y'all messing me up. I just had sex with one of them, and I'm assuming that's what you're saying. She had told me about some situationships and just normal things. She had made me believe that it was all she had in her past. Oh my God. We've had the knowing about past conversations a couple of times, and every time she just made me believe that it was all she ever had. A couple of days. What? Where's the periods? Oh my God. Jesus. Oh my God. Okay, a couple of days we had a huge fight about me not knowing her past and getting lied to. She told me that she'll confess everything she's done in her past, and I got to know that she'd had sex with someone else in her past, and that she made me question everything we have right now. She had been lying about it this whole time. Then after a few days of me being mad about why she lied, I asked her if there's more, and she hesitated for a while and then told me that there's more, but I don't want to tell it to you because I've worked too much to bury my past from my mind, and I don't want to relive it because it haunts me. So now it's like everything she had told me was a lie, and how she made me feel was a lie. I have to read it and then for my, reading in my own words, because the way y'all write this is, yeah. I don't even know her body count. Nah, and I was in a lie this whole time. What do I do? I don't think you're an asshole, Jonathan. I don't know what your name is, but I'm gonna call you Jonathan. I don't think you're an asshole. I don't think you're an asshole. I feel like, I don't know. What y'all think about this one? I don't know. Drop it in the comments. I want to know. I want to hear what y'all think about this one. Because I don't think he's an asshole. But that's all I have. But they're also very young and I don't know. They just have to go through the motions, I guess. I don't know. But I don't think he's an asshole. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Okay. Am I the asshole for getting an abortion and then filing for divorce? What? Whew. I, 33 female, and my husband, 35 male, have been married now for 2 years. While we were dating, the conversation of kids had come up multiple times, and I had always expressed that I did not think I would be a good enough mother for my children. In parentheses, a lot of personal trauma earlier in life. He, however, had mentioned before that he would like to have kids, but before he had, however, wanted to have kids, but he respected my thoughts and decision on the matter. I married him under this notion, Well, a couple months ago, I had some suspicion that I was pregnant. Went to the doctor and she confirmed my suspicions. Thankfully, I lived in a state where abortions are illegal and I thought about just going through with it on my own. But I decided to involve him in the process. As soon as I broke the news to him, he immediately became overjoyed, saying how it was great. It was a great thing because he was so excited. I promptly reminded him of our conversation about me not wanting children. He decided that the conversation was so long ago, he was sure I have changed my mind and now tried persuading me in every way he could. It got to the point where he was pleading with me not to off his child. Well, I decided to go through with it anyway. This is... yeah. The next couple weeks or so after, he was extremely distant, muttered under his breath frequently, and would hardly look at me. I found out from my mother-in-law that he blames me for offing his child, and he can't forgive me for it. Knowing that this is how he saw me now, I decided to get a divorce. When I told him, he immediately erupted speaking, yelling the most words at me, all while I didn't hear much of it as I promptly left and haven't spoke to him or been back since I am staying with my sister. This whole thing has been a nightmare. Edit. I was on birth control at the time when I would have gotten pregnant. Ooh, this one got a little deep there. Do I think you're the asshole for getting an abortion and then filing a divorce? Sister friend, I'm gonna have to break it to you. I do think you're an asshole for that. Cause okay, so I am on the fence about this one because yes, it's your body and I'm very much pro-choice and you do whatever you want with your body, right? However, you're one, you're in a relationship. Two, you're married. I understand the conversation y'all had prior about not wanting to have children and you were on birth control and then, things happen, whatever the case. But I don't like that you went behind his back and went ahead and had an abortion while you were still married. I don't know. Audience, how you feel about this one?
I don't know. I feel like if she was she was definitely set on not having kids, then maybe she should have got her tubes tied. And then that would have been a definite no accidents.
Agreed. I agree.
Because birth control, condoms, that's not
that
always
can fail.
foolproof.
That can fail. And yeah. And do you think she's an asshole for getting an abortion and then filing a divorce?
I think she was wrong for doing that behind his back, definitely.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't do that to someone that you supposedly love and married to.
Yeah, that's the part where I'm not getting, like, y'all were in a long-term relationship. I'm guessing y'all been married for 2 years, she says. And then they say while dating, the conversation of kids came up and they had agreed to not have children. But of course, when she got pregnant, he was overly excited and wanted to have this child. And then...
Also, another thing, she probably shouldn't have even started dating, or she probably shouldn't have continued the relationship after she found out that he did want kids. Because every time someone said they want kids and then the other person doesn't, they always say, oh, well, it'll be fine. We don't have to have kids. They always in the back of their mind want kids.
But here's the thing. She says when they had the conversation while they were dating that he agreed with her decision for herself to not want kids. So in the back of his mind, he wanted children, but he's basically saying, no, it's okay for the sake of her because he wanted to be with her. That's what I'm assuming. And then that's why he was so excited when she got pregnant.
Because deep down
he wanted a child. So that's the story for you guys. If you're also going through something like this and you decide you want children and the person that you're with doesn't want children, I would advise you to not pursue that, because at some point in life, unless you guys are really set on that, somebody's mind is going to change, and then you're in a situation like, what is her name? I'm going to name her Sarah. You're in a situation like Sarah, who is filing for divorce after having an abortion. That's not right. I don't believe that is right. But anyways, drop your comments in the section. I want to know what y'all guys, what you guys think about these stories. Let me know who's an asshole and who's not, because these ones were a little bit shady. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.